Netflix is clearly desperate to bring viewers back to The Witcher, and they know season 4 will see a major drop off after Henry Cavill's departure as Geralt. And instead of accepting that they've killed off the franchise on their platform with poorly written, inaccurate to source material, woke shows, they apparently have a new strategy of milking Cavill's name and image for all it's worth, because we are now hearing they may split his last season in half to generate more views. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I wanted to start off with this Fandom Wire article. It says, after humiliating Henry Cavill, Netflix is planning to milk his Witcher Season 3 by dividing it into 2 parts, and we knew that Netflix would do something that made them look desperate when it comes to this last season of The Witcher. We still have a long time to wait until it comes out, but we figured that they were going to do something drastic and crazy to try and generate viewership. This is Henry Cavill's last time as Geralt. And of course, they want to get all of his fans to watch it, hoping that they'll be able to bring them in to watch season 4 when he's gone. And I don't think that is going to happen. I feel like most of the people who watch this show specifically for Henry Cavill are not dedicated to Netflix and are not committed to finishing this show, and they are going to boycott the series after season 3. But it says Henry Cavill's run as Geralt in the critically acclaimed The Witcher has been met with overwhelming praise, furthermore earning its spot amongst the best Netflix originals catalog. Now, when it comes to The Witcher, I've talked about it many times, but I did like the 2 seasons of the original show. Do I think that they are amazing? They're perfect, they're fantastic? Absolutely not. They do stray away from source material. The pacing in both seasons is messy, and the way that some of the, shorter storylines are told is, again, a bit messy. But I thought the overall products that existed were pretty decent, and of course, Henry Cavill is a major part of that. If he didn't have the acting capabilities, this show would be absolutely trash, because he is, in my opinion, the best part of the show that Netflix has created around this material. And now that Henry Cavill is leaving, I personally am losing any interest I really have in the show, and I am a major Witcher fan, but again, they've strayed so far away from the source material that people who only really care about the books and the accuracy have all kind of come together and said that we are giving up on this show after he's gone. It says, though, the makers behind the project and Cavill's love for the books and games sure paved a way for a more nuanced and worthy adaptation of the source, consequently cementing his name among the fans. We do love Henry Cavill for a lot of reasons, not just that he's a good actor, but he does care about the fans. He cares about respecting the material that existed before the project that he's working on. He does really care about The Witcher. I mean, he became The Witcher because he got his fans to go on social media and basically ride for his cause. He is the reason why he is Geralt, or sadly, he was Geralt. I mean, he wasn't their first choice, and he went on social media and said, I want to be part of this project, I want to be Geralt, and, well, he got his way. And unfortunately, these are reasons why he left the show, according to rumors, because they weren't following the source material, and he basically told them, if you're not going to follow the source material, I'm going to leave the show, and of course now he's leaving. It says, though, to state that the departure of Cavill from the show has left fans disappointed would be an understatement, considering the heavy impact he has laid throughout his appearance in the 2 seasons of the show. Considering his love and passion for the project, it's understandable why he wouldn't want to continue with the role, as the writers of the show didn't respect the material, and being an avid appreciator of the books, it did impact the actor's notion of not returning, and with his outing from DC as Superman, fans are enraged with Netflix's decision to recast Geralt, which implies with the bombing of the recent spin-off Blood Origin and a possible lead to a decline in viewership. Yeah, I mean, I do believe that they would cut the show in half and space out the first part and the second part to try to milk Cavill fans and just milk his reputation and his image. Yeah, when you have Henry Cavill being part of a project, you're going to get pretty massive viewership, and they know that after season 3 releases and he's gone, that viewership is going to go down the drain. So it's not surprising that they tried to make it this really big event, saying, you know, the end of Cavill's Geralt story. I mean, the showrunners said that they're going to try to give him an epic send-off, and we don't know how that's going to happen at this point, but unfortunately, it wouldn't surprise me that Netflix would try everything they can to get as many views out of us as possible. It also says, amidst the various reasons hovering for the possibility of split seasons, Cavills Excursion may play an impact in the decision, with the most probable being Netflix to stretch it with him a little bit longer so the heats die down before the introduction of Liam Hemsworth as the new Geralt, which is very true. They want as much time in between seasons as possible, so spreading out season 3's release by, you know, a month or 2 between parts does seem like, again, they are trying to find a way to get people to come back, resubscribe for another month, but also probably, yes, to give them time before Liam Hemsworth's introduction. I've said this before, I think it was a very, very bad decision on their part to announce Liam Hemsworth replacing Henry Cavill at the same time of announcing Cavill is out as Geralt, because that just, added a lot to the fire that was already, happening for them because of his departure. I think they should have waited a couple of months to announce that he was going to replace Cavill, but they didn't do that, and they faced a hell of a lot more backlash than they would have if they just spaced it out a little bit. And of course, lately I've been talking a lot about Blood Origin and just the disaster that it turned out to be for Netflix. As you can see, 35% critic, 12% audience score. The show ended up being quite a disaster for them, and I do think they are really worried about the future of The Witcher on their service. I don't really see a clear way that they can fix the franchise and the shows that it has. I just don't really see a way that they can come back from the disasters of Blood Origin and, also the problems that the original show faces. What are they going to do? We won't find out for a few more months until the show releases or we get closer to, season 3's release. But at this point in time, it does look like Netflix is going to milk our viewership and continue using Henry Cavill's name for potential views, even though they know, I think, that it's the end of the line for The Witcher on their service. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.